of two, good mama, okay, says she lost everything in an apartment fire. Now, before I play this is Atlanta. Shout out to the ATL, right? We talked about homeowners insurance, renters insurance. We've talked about it ad nauseum, life insurance, insurance, okay? So if you got kids, shouldn't you have some renters? Listen, if you are living in an apartment with other people, basically, and you ain't got no insurance, sorry about that. That's one of the most dangerous things that you can do. You are basically allowing other people that you kind of live with, even though you don't, but you kind of do. You're letting them be responsible for like your life because you don't know what the hell they doing. That's one of the reasons why I was like, I can't be living in no apartment forever because I don't trust people. How can you trust people you don't live with? You don't know who over there smoking and falling asleep. You don't know who over there doing crack and the pipe fall out their hand. You don't know who's smoking weed and those embers fly all over the place. You don't know who don't know how to cook. You don't know who's going to have a fire start on the stove and then they're going to toss water onto an electric fire. You don't know. You don't know. You can't trust them. Don't trust them. Y'all out here worried about men cheating on you. Need to be worried about the damn insurances that you don't have. Priorities, okay? But let me stop. Let's play it. Let's see if a commercial come up. There we go.
Thanksgiving. Apartment complex are spending their Thanksgiving combing through the ashes left behind by a massive Wednesday afternoon fire. Tonight, we're hearing from one woman who says she and her two daughters are now homeless and they've lost everything. Fox 5's Joy Dukes has the story.
Yeah, I spoke.
Okay, so I know before they even start, y'all, I already know when I repost this, they're going to say, "Oh, you don't have any empathy and sympathy. That poor lady, that poor woman, those poor kids." I always have empathy and sympathy for the kids, until they out here killing 13-year-olds and old men in the streets. All right. Listen, it ain't their fault until it is. All right. Got it for them until then. In this situation, if the good mama ain't doing what she's supposed to do, got empathy for the kids. But what you want me to do? If these parents don't give a F about their kids, what do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do? Just not talk about it? That don't mean it ain't happening. Just ignore it? That don't make it not true. Shout out to Third Ward Colombian. I see you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to let her finish up.
With that woman and a friend who was there watching her two children at the time that the flames broke out. They recounted their narrow escape from the building as the floor collapsed. So while she says they are grateful to be alive tonight, she's now pleading with the community for help. Tracy.
Now, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I said I was going to let it play. I know, but she's not going to sit up here and make that comment. And y'all think I'm not going to say nothing? She is now pleading with the community for help. The community is supposed to help her. Maybe she should call Black Lives Matter, see if they help her. They got more money than the community does, okay? Maybe she should call her children's father or hers. Maybe. Drop them off. How come that's never anybody's thought, right? I'm down bad. I'm doing bad. Oh, my God. We're going to be in a car. We're going to be on the street. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's not a safe place for kids to be. Oh, my God. Let me go ahead and give them to the daddies till I get myself together because I got to get myself together. I got to redo everything. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't believe this has happened. I didn't have any renter's insurance, but I know for next time, and I got to get it together so I can go ahead and make sure I get an apartment for me and my kids so we can go ahead and move forward and do better. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Let me go ahead and do what's best for my kids because I love my kids so much. I'm going to let them go with their daddies. Nobody ever says that. Am I crazy? Is it just me? Maybe it's me. Come on, child. What do you want the community to do for you?
Patton says everything she worked for went up in flames when a fire the day before Thanksgiving destroyed an entire building inside the Park at London apartment complex in Ellenwood.
My kids didn't even have no shoes on. They didn't even have a chance to go get their shoes.
Fire crews responded around 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon to reports of heavy smoke and flames pouring out of the building. She tells Fox 5 she was at work when she got the call that the building was on fire from a friend watching her 2 daughters, ages 4 and 8.
They basically barely almost got out.
That friend, Harvey Jackson, says within seconds of getting out the door, the floor of the apartment caved in.
It was a weight drop that I felt. It made the stairs move, and we immediately kind of rushed towards the exit. Made it out in literally the nick of time. It's a blessing.
Patton says she's grateful her children survived, but she's devastated that they lost everything.
It's a lot. My kids don't have no clothes, and on top of that, all the stores are closed today.
She says she received about $500 from the Red Cross, but that may only sustain them for a few days. And to make matters even worse, she did not have renter's insurance.
I never expected this to happen.
While she and her children are staying with a friend, she says she's created a GoFundMe page and praying someone may be able to.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all. It's not funny. It is not funny. I am just laughing to keep from screaming. Shout out to Selma Haywood. If you are listening on the replay, hon, I'm just going to make sure I keep this pressure down because I'm so freaking frustrated. I'm tired. I'm over it. Okay. She has this GoFundMe. If y'all can't see it, is for $30,000. $30,000. Where she thinks somebody's supposed to give her $30,000 for why come? For why come? This is not even reasonable. $30,000? At least say $10,000, girl. You saying 30? Is this a come up? Who started the fire? Where the fire marshal at? I need to know, okay? Now listen, this is all alleged. This is just my conjecture. I don't know nothing. I don't live in ATL. Isn't this Atlanta? Yes, I don't live in Atlanta. I don't know nothing, okay? But what I do know is that one, we don't hear nothing about no man, father, husband, boyfriend. Okay. 2, and there she is. I spoke her up. Shout out to Selma Haywood. I'm keeping it on the low, Selma, because I'm really riled up right now, but I'm gonna be calm, girl. I be thinking about you when I be getting riled up. Okay. So she don't have no renter's insurance. I never thought that I would need it. That's how insurance goes, people. FYI, for those in the cheap seats. Insurance is not necessarily to be utilized. It's a just in case something happens. You don't want to have to use it, okay? So now you have 0. You got 500 from the Red Cross, I think they said. Shout out to them, okay? I didn't even know they did that. So be thankful, be grateful. The kids are good. The 4-year-old and the 2-year-old, thank God, thank God, thank God. But they said that the roof or the roof of the one apartment collapsed onto the people underneath, or maybe that was her. I'm not sure. But, you know, everyone here, not everyone here, but she needs to be great. Let me rephrase. We don't know where the fire started, who started it, and how, when, where, and why. Okay. So that's another thing. Why is she the one on the TV? Is it just because she don't have the insurance? You know what I'm saying? The more than her was affected by this fire. So you saw that part where the smoke was, I guess I can't rewind it, where the smoke was billowing. That looked like a damn cloud. That's a lot. Okay. This building is done. It's all the way over here. So then these apartments are no good. They got to get out. All these people got to get out. You can't stay in this building at all. And probably everyone attached to it. So you didn't think, like I just said, you're basically living with people when you're in an apartment. You are living with other people. You have to assume that they don't know what the hell they're doing, and that's why you need insurance. Like I said before, you have to have renter's insurance in order to move in. At least allegedly you should. It's required in my state. How you gonna rent to someone and not know that when they own something of yours, that they don't have something to make sure that if something happens, that it can be replaced? Why would I want to take that on as the landlord? That's your responsibility to do. I don't want to take care of you like that. Nobody ever thinks ahead. So you trying to tell me that you couldn't do your renter's insurance in a year's time frame. You telling me that you couldn't come up, let's just say it's $100. Let's just go ahead and say it's $150. When you got your income taxes back at MIN, you couldn't take out a policy that was $150 a year for whatever amount that it is, especially when you're living in an apartment. Again, got empathy and sympathy for the 4 and 2-year-old because this good mama is raising these kids. Okay. So now what's going to happen? You got to live in a car. You got to live on the street. Now what's the plan, mama? She a good mama, I'm sure. Okay. Because who isn't? You know, I'm a bad mama because I'm masculine, pick me, mammy, small penis, you know, all of it. I got all of it going on. I'm a bad mama. Okay. But this good mama right here has a $30,000 GoFundMe so that she could get clothes for a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and find a new place to live and probably some things for her. $30,000. So now the whole world, she needed to take some of that $500. Well, no, I guess it don't matter now. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Listen, the facts are the facts. Okay. We've seen story, and I know y'all tired of me after story, after story, after story, that these women know everything. They got it going on. I got a business. And you can't tell me what to do. I don't need a man. I don't want a man. I don't need a man. I don't want a man. I don't need a man. Man. It's all Jermaine's fault. And you can't even have daggone renter's insurance when you're renting and you have small children. Child, but I'm the problem. Anyway, I don't think that there's much else that this daggone thing can say. Good luck to the... Oh, no, it says 4 and 8. Okay. Well, prayers to the 4 and 8-year-old. Listen, to everyone that was affected by the fire, I would never want to have to deal with a fire. I would never want to have to be in one, see one, nothing, none of that. None of it. Yeah, this building is done. The whole building. Look, they putting a fire out. Look, if you can see my mouse, they putting a fire out over here, and this whole one over here is destroyed. And this is what I'm saying, like, depending, that white smoke was pretty bad. So if any of these embers and flames had reached over to here, this one could be done as well. Fire ain't no joke, y'all. Fires ain't no joke. So I'm glad them kids made it out. No one got hurt. At the same time, women, females, single moms, modern women, I don't know. You're doing so much, but there's so much that you're missing, but nobody want to listen. You don't want to hear. You don't want to listen. You know everything. And that's why we sit here and talk about it, because y'all know everything. So this is all good in the hood. You shouldn't be mad. Nobody should be upset. But I guarantee you when I repost this, it's going to be, oh my God, you shouldn't talk about people. That's not nice. Lest you be judged. Don't judge. Only God can judge. You ain't right. You ain't perfect. Blah, 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 blah. Deflection. Holding no one accountable. You know, if this was a man, I know we tired of these stories. What if it was a man and he had his 4 and his 8-year-old responsible himself, and he had a fire in his building and got displaced? They be taking you out back. Okay. They be taking y'all out back. All right. How dare you? How dare you? Oh my God. You put those kids in jeopardy. You don't know what you're doing. They need their mama. Where their mama? Where their mama? But no one can say the opposite. Drop them off with the father. Where their father at? Drop them off. If it's fathers, drop them both off. But you know, they would rather keep them in cars out on the street instead of going ahead and getting the help from the person that you should be getting the help from to begin with. You know, because that's just crazy talk. You know me, y'all. All I do is talk about crazy. It's crazy talk. How dare I say something like that? How dare I say something that makes sense? Oh my God. What is wrong with me?